All right, guys. So I think I fixed my issues. Been working on it for 2 hours. Let's see if it does it again. If not, it'll flicker on us, but we'll finish this one. So this one is I'm doing again. I'm doing for 65C. The same stuff keeps coming up, but I want to talk about concavity and inflection. Those are the ones that get most everybody. So when we're dealing with these two, so we have to deal with F double prime. So to do that, we've got to find F prime. So we have F of X. So I don't like the way I wrote that. So we're dealing with an F of X, which is up here, and I'm going to rewrite that. I'm going to do it in order here for you guys. So we've got F of X, and we've got 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 36x plus 4. So you can use that to find the x-intercepts if you want to, and you just plug that into your calculator. Or you can factor it, but I don't think it's factorable. So you can just use your x-intercepts here. Use your calculator. But sometimes you don't even need to worry about that. So then we're going to work with f prime of x. So f prime of x, we're going to get 6x squared minus 6x minus 36. And we can find our max mins. I'm just kind of going through it. I'm not going to do it. We're going to find our max mins based on setting f prime of x equal to 0 and then do a sign chart. Okay? So we can do a sign chart. All right. Now, here's where we want to get to. This is what the key piece is because it's asking us for concavity. So remember when we get to our f double prime of x, so let's mess with this here, 12x minus 6. Okay, so that's our f double prime. So we got two things we got to do. One is we got to create a sign chart. All right, so we have to create a sign chart of f double prime. So this is the f double prime of x sign chart. This is the key piece that tells us what we got going. Now we have a possible inflection point when we set this equal to 0. So possible inflection. Okay, that was a horrible writing. Possible inflection is when we set this equal to 0. 12x minus 6 equals 0. So we get 12x equals 6, x equals 1/2. So we get this value. Here's our 0, and here's our 1. And we've got this piece here. Let's just do blue here. We've got this piece right here, and we're going to say that's 1/2. Right here at this point, it may be, and I got to adjust my hand here. Let's go ahead and erase some of this. Right here, where am I at there? So this is an inflection point. I was getting lazy there. So this is an inflection point, maybe. The only way we know if it's an inflection point, if it goes from concave down to concave up, or if it goes from concave up to concave down. So we have to test on either side of this. So at the inflection point, I have to do a test of f double prime of 0. I got to do a point on this side, which is going to be 0 minus 6. It's negative 6. So therefore, this is a negative, and so it is a concave down, like a frown. So from negative infinity to 2, it can be a negative infinity to 1/2. It is concave down. Now I go to this side and I say f double prime of x, and that's going to be, I'm going to plug in 1, so I'm going to get 12 minus 6. Woo! and that's going to be 6. So that is a positive side here. So this is a concave up. So we've got up like a cup on the right side, and we got down like a frown on the left side. So what this thing does somewhere right here is it goes from a concave down to a concave up. And right there at that point, which is x equals 1/2, I have an inflection point. Because from negative infinity to 1/2, it's concave down. And then from 1/2 to infinity, it's concave up. So this one's concave up. And this is concave down. I can't fit it in there. Oh, I did. Concave down. So that means that's my interval for concave down. This is my interval for concave up. And then my inflection point is all the way back at the original. So it kind of gets a little ugly. So my inflection point is going to be f of 1/2, which is going to be 2 1/2 cubed minus 3 times 1/2 squared minus 36 times 1/2 plus 4. And if I figure this out, that will give me my y value that goes with my inflection point. So when we plug all that in, we get negative 29 over 2. That's a 29. 29 over 2. So therefore, my inflection point is at 1/2, which is this right here. I can't even write that. And my y value, my output, is negative 29 over 2. So remember, the key pieces are your sign charts. Your concavity and inflection always go with f double prime. Your critical values or your critical points come from just the x-intercepts at the beginning, but the most important ones are your max and minimums, so you can find your ups and downs on your slope. So that is another quick video for you guys. Hopefully that was helpful, and we will get you out of this